I think we are live here. Alrighty, can we hear me? Can we hear me? I think we can. All right, well, hi there. My name is Lisa, and I am a movement and health coach for women. And in this video, I'm going to share with you which is actually going to be a bonus one, of 5 ways that you can eliminate joint pain so that you can stop feeling overwhelmed and scared in deciding how to start eliminating your joint pain. And we're going to start doing it naturally without drugs or surgeries. All right. So, understanding how to start is step 1 of my micro moves method. And we are currently open for enrollment today, through today until the end of today, January 26th at midnight. And then I'm going to go ahead and tell you how you can register if you're interested in joining me at the end of the video. So this is really important because most people know that they need to change and they know that they want to eliminate joint pain, but they get overwhelmed in trying to figure out where on earth to start and what to do first. And the result is they'll start something and then they'll quickly stop doing it because they didn't get the immediate results that they wanted. And then they feel like they've failed, and then they go and they try something else, and then that doesn't work. So this video is going to be really important because I am going to show you how to start eliminating your joint pain and then lay out the plan of action so you know where to go next. That way you won't quit. If you know where to go, you just keep right on moving along, okay? So the only way that you are going to eliminate your joint pain is to change what you are currently doing, all right? You know what they say about those people who keep trying to change things by doing the same thing over and over again. So, the number one most important thing about eliminating joint pain is changing your state. That means you gotta shake up what you're doing, shake up what you're thinking about, shake up how you're feeling. So when we have joint pain, we lie in bed, we don't move, and we get really depressed, and we feel like we're, losing our mind because it hurts so bad. And we start to think and believe that this joint pain is never going to go away, and then we get even more depressed. And people say, oh, that these issues are permanent, or that these issues can't be healed, or you're going to have to take pain meds and painkillers for the rest of your life. And the first thing that you got to do is say that is a bunch of baloney. And you got to change your state. And the easiest and fastest way to change your state is to move. And I know you're thinking, but I hurt, I can't move. Yes, I know, but the wonderful thing is I've figured out ways to make people be able to move without hurting. I've been doing it for 20 years and it's quite amazing. And so this is one of the things that we start with teaching in the micro moves for maximum results. How are you going to move without hurting yourself? So number 1, change your state. All right. Get out of your funk, get out of your bed, or stay in your bed and start doing some things that's going to change your state. Number 2, figure out what's aggravating the problem. So we don't just randomly go and start having joint pain because the sky is falling and, we're getting old. A lot of people say they're getting old. It's all baloney. There's a problem. If you have pain in your body, that's your body's way of telling you something. And so we have to figure out what's aggravating the problem. You can't just lay in bed and be miserable. You got to turn into a research scientist, just like me. All right. Now, in my Micro Moves program, we have a homework journal as well as a health complaint journal. That's 2 journals. We start logging what you are doing, what's going on in your body, because you don't necessarily know what's causing that problem. Some people think they hurt their shoulder and they need to do an exercise problem, but actually what's wrong is they've got yeast stuck in their shoulder because they have heavy metal toxicity. So we're going to do a homework journal as well as a health complaint journal, and that's going to help you figure out what the heck is aggravating your problem. Okay, so that's number 2. Figure out what's aggravating the problem. And I recommend doing it by journaling. And if you want a specific way that I do the journals, join me in the Micromoves program, and you're going to get the journal that I use to help figure out what the heck is aggravating the problem. Now, if you don't want to join the program, what you're going to do is you're going to start writing down the movement patterns that you're doing, what foods you're eating, how much you're sleeping, what stress you have in your life. Is there certain things that are aggravating you through stress? And then when you can figure out what the problem is, then you can start to deal with it. But if you don't know what's bugging you, it's really, really, really hard to do that. Number 3 way of eliminating joint pain. This is it's too easy. It's almost too easy, and it's a miracle. And people think I'm nuts when I tell them. But breathing. Breathing and doing breathing exercises does so many things in our body that helps us to eliminate joint pain. I don't have time to actually explain it all here. This is the first module in Micromoves for Maximum Results. It's an entire module and set of exercises and processes with breathing. But let me give you a little hint. It cleanses our blood. If we have joint pain, we've got toxic blood. Okay? No matter if it's because you hurt yourself or not, there's something else going on here. It relaxes us. It gets our body and our mental state to calm down so that we can heal. Okay? It fires up our intrinsic core muscles. All right, you hear me talk about this all the time. The last 20% of our expiration fires up our deepest stabilizing transversus abdominis. So when you get that firing, you have an anchor in your center so that you stop pulling in all these joints in different places like back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, anchoring through your breath with your transversus and getting that to start firing up over and over and over again is going to stop all these weird aches and pains that you have and bring you, I just can't even tell you how strong you get. It's amazing. It's amazing for me to see people go through that process. So that is breath in a nutshell. Not only is it going to help to fire up your intrinsic core muscles and your deep stabilizing transversus abdominis, but cleanses your blood. It gets your lymphatic system going. I didn't even mention that. So it helps to cleanse your lymphatic system. And if you're toxic with joint pain, which if you have joint pain, you're toxic, you need that lymphatic system moving. Okay? So that's breath in a nutshell. Next step for joint pain, super huge. This is to detox. Okay? Now, if you have joint pain, you have some sort of toxicity in your body. I promise you. I can't tell you exactly what yours is without doing some testing or doing some trial and error types of things. It could be lipopolysaccharides coming through from your gut microbiome. It could be heavy metal toxicity coming from the fillings that you have in your mouth. It can be from plastics. It can be from the air. It can be from the water. It can be so many different things, but you have to start detoxing. Okay? So this is huge. Now, in Micromoves for Maximum Results, we do 2 ways of detoxing. Breathing, which I just talked about, that starts to clean things out, and movement. Movement stimulates your lymph, and then that helps to flush out your toxins as well. All right? So detox is huge. I'm going to tell you a secret here in a moment. That I haven't told anyone else about this detoxing and giving you even more ways to do it. But for Micromoves for Maximum Results, we do it with breath and movement. All right. And that's going to kick off your process. Now, here's your number 5 bonus. All right. Here's the number 5 bonus. Heal your microbiome. Now, we got to figure out why your microbiome is gone nutso on you. It can be a lot of these. It can be antibiotics. It can be heavy metals, all sorts of things of why the microbiome can be gone nuts on you, which is also contributing to your toxicity. And if you have joint pain, your microbiome is screwed. I have yet to work with someone who has joint pain who has an absolutely spectacular microbiome. It hasn't happened yet. Okay, so know that that's a problem and you got to deal with it. You got no other choice. All right. Now, Here's the thing in micro moves, we're starting to move our body. So we're breathing, cleansing our blood, cleansing our lymphatic system, moving, getting our lymphatic system moving so that we can clean out the toxins. But exercise changes the microbiome for the good. Exercise increases the diversity of your microbiome just by exercising. And not exercising kills off your good bugs. At least that's what the science is saying right now. All right. So, by starting to move at a rate and tempo that you can, you're going to start just by moving to increase the diversity in your microbiome. All right. Now, I promised you a path. Let me tell you the path that we learn about in the first module of Micro Moves for Maximum Results. This is how the path that I've come up with and learned in order to heal whatever body issue you have, but specifically for neuromuscular issues, which is going to be like an injury or coming from swelling or something like that in your joint. But this applies to everything, however your joint pain is getting where it's going. Number one, you got to figure out what's causing the problem, which we already talked about, and you need to eliminate the problem. Okay? So if you sit poorly at the computer and give yourself a backache and a headache every day, your backache and your headache isn't going to go away no matter what you do unless you stop sitting at the computer like an idiot. Not like you mean to, but that's just what happens. All right? So you got to figure out what the problem is, and then you've got to stop doing the problem. All right? So if you if you have, let's say you have heavy metal toxicity, first you got to figure out that you have heavy metal toxicity, then you got to get the metals out of your body. All right? That may be by going to a holistic dentist and having all the metal properly removed from your mouth. That's another thing that can cause joint pain. All right? But posture wise, we're talking about for micro moves is you're going to stop the problem. All right? Then once you've stopped the problem, you have to rest. And if it's a joint pain issue, you got to ice it. Okay? Rest and ice. Step one, stop doing whatever's causing the problem. Stop aggravating the problem. Step two, you go in and you're going to rest. And if there's inflammation, ice it. Okay? So get the inflammation out of there. Step three, fire up your intrinsic core. Those are your deep stabilizing muscles. Step four, fire up your global core. Those are your layer 2 muscles. And then step 5, get your layer 3 external shell muscles nice and strong so that they can do your big power moves. All right. Now, if you don't know what your intrinsic core, your global core, or your external shell muscles are, your global mobilizers are, those are all things that we learn about in great detail in the Micro Moves for Maximum Results course. All right. So those are your 5 steps that you're going to go through to heal your joint pain. It's very simple, very straightforward. I've done it a million times, and I'm more than delighted to teach you how to do it. In Micro Moves for Maximum Results, we do it in the neuromuscular way, but remember the breath, getting the lymph moving, and just by exercising, you're going to start getting into the rest of the systems of your body. So even if you're coming at it with autoimmune joint pain, you're going to get a huge amount of help from that. Okay. Unfortunately, the 2 joint pains go together. You can't just have one and not the other. All right. You got both. So when you dial in these 5 strategies, you can quickly start down the path to eliminate the joint pain. Remember, change your state. Yes, you can do this. You just got to get it together. All right. 2, figure out what the problem is. 3, breathe in the nose, out the mouth, get your transverses firing. I've been doing this for over 20 years now. 4, detox. In Micro Moves, we learn how to do it with our breath, and we get our lymphatic system going. The surprise is I'm going to start a new group program. I'm turning my Joint Pain Eliminator individual program into a group program. And as soon as I'm done with this Micro Moves course, which will be at the end of April, that's going to open up. So if you want a double whammy of me this year, start with Micro Moves now, and then you're going to be able to move into diet, rest, exercise, stress reduction, supplementation, sunning, testing, everything else that you need to know in a group setting to get rid of your joint pain. okay? But that's later. So detox, and there's a million detox methods that you can use to get rid of the toxicity because of your joint pain. And then number 5, bonus, heal your microbiome, and you can start doing that with movement. All right. When you dial those 5 strategies in, you are going to start down that path to eliminate your joint pain. Okay. Now, if you are still struggling with joint pain despite all of your best efforts, that means you may need to dig a little bit deeper into these questions and have someone help you, like me, who's done it over and over and over again for myself and for a gazillion clients at this point. All right. So, if you want to learn more about how I can help you uncover the underlying reasons as to why you have joint pain every day and you can't get rid of it, I'm going to invite you to sign up in that link below for the Micro Moves for Maximum Results VIP list. Once you sign up on the list, you're going to get an email, and it's going to send you information on how to register for Micro Moves for Maximum Results. Micro Moves for Maximum Results is my 90-day group program that helps women eliminate joint pain, going from daily chronic pain to having every single day energy, power, and freedom, just like myself and my clients. In this program, I'm going to help you structure an exercise program to eliminate your joint pain and create an exercise routine that you're actually going to do that you've been missing. Okay. The program is open for enrollment through tonight. All right. So get on it. It's 2:37 where I am right now. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You got about 8 hours and 20 minutes. All right. To get in and get rolling. So it closes tonight, January 26th at midnight, Hawaii Standard Time. So like I said, sign up in the VIP list below, and you'll get information on how to register for that. And then also, like I said, the Joint Pain Eliminator group program is going to start up either May or June. So I'm going to go through this one, and then we'll start up with the new program, which is going to be really in depth. And if you're interested in that, you can go ahead and download the Ultimate Joint Pain Eliminator Starter Kit that I think is also down in that description below. That will put you on the list, and I will give you information as soon as I have it on how to, when we get that started, and how to register and get early registration information. All right? Woo! I think I got through everything. Well, if anyone has any questions, I'm going to look here and see if anyone has any questions here. I am not seeing any questions. There are people on. Do you have any questions? If you have questions, type it in the chat. If not, I would love to work with you over the next year. So we're getting it started today. Actually, the intro module has already opened. So the people who are already registered have their intro module. And then lesson 1 opens tomorrow. All right. So join me, and we can keep working on this. And we're going to go through the exercise portion of it. And then right after that's up, the Joint Pain Eliminator group program that I've been doing for gazillions of dollars for a lot of you, we're going to do it in a group setting. And so that should be really excited. I'm really excited about that too. So, all right. Well, thank you. I hope you have a lovely, beautiful, blessed day. I hope it's warm where you are. It's actually really beautiful and sunny out here where I am right now. And I think I might go get my sexy sunning in right now because it's so pretty out. All right. You all have a lovely day, and I will see you next week with some sort of detox information. I'm thinking I'm going to start with castor oil packs. So look for that next week. All right. Aloha.